Like, I couldn't, like, put my head around that conversation. Like, is this the same person that is sending me messages?
Did you call me here?
Is this the same
sit
person?
with this snake who went to my ex-husband's house? I actually chatted with this snake on Snapchat.
If you reference me
you
as
are a snake. Let me say something here.
Let me say something. I'm not somebody is talking about sex. Snake.
She's been waiting for this moment. She's been waiting for a moment where she can open her dirty mouth to speak crap, because that's all she ever knows how to do. Is this why you call me my before I met her? Which did I Carol?
Were you
which year? Which year did I
Carolyn.
Which year did I answer?
Don't you
Which year? Which year did I Are you mad?
You know what? I'm stressed out. I'm over it.
Which year?
Carol.
Which year? Oh my God. Which year? Are you mad?
You are mad.
I don't know how this whole thing just escalated. I don't know why we are here right now.
Leave me alone.
Covered. I need to be sure that she's covered.
I'm covered.
You're a bastard. Just, I need her to be okay.
Can you imagine this bastard?
Get over it.
Come on, get her.
Everything in love, but you're never.
What?
Abontain, we outside. I think at this point, Showmax needs to invite Caroline's husband so that we can hear his side of the story. Because, but jokes aside, at this point, the organizers of the Real Housewives of Lagos needs to put some policy in place to protect the women against physical violence and attacking each other physically. Because at this point, it's not making any sense anymore. Women should be able to sit down and have a proper conversation without throwing things at each other. This last episode, I think episode 9, has been embarrassing to say the least. Anyways, we're going to be unpacking the interesting things that happened in episode 9. I think there should be right about 10 episodes and we should be expecting the season finale next week. But this week, First of all, I said it in my last review that this Caroline issue with Dabota is looking some type of way because there's no continuity. We cannot see the progression where it started from. As far back as a lot of viewers know, when this season started, Dabota and Caroline were very cool. They were laughing, they were kiki together up until that Sophia thing happened, and things just sort of went. Now, I don't understand it. All of a sudden, after the Sophia thing happened, we are hearing, oh, I went to her house, she did not eat. Oh, when I left my husband's house, how many years ago, she was dead. I'm like, where were all this information when the season started? Like, it would have been a different thing if you started with this energy. And I said it in the last episode because it's not making any sense. To further now express that it's not making any sense is the fight that they eventually had. Because Dabota on one end, rightfully so, was saying that how can you be smiling to my face the last time that we met, and then the next time we are meeting you are making accusations about me, about my friends, which you did not even bring up with me in person. And I am not a fan of Dabota, but I think Dabota is 100% right what Caroline is doing at this point. Because okay, let's even now say is the whole food scenario. It's just so stressful for me. How are we talking about food and then the next thing you are responding with, were you not in my husband's house? I'm like, at this point, Caroline's husband needs to come out and come and tell us his side of the story. It's really stressful. For me, I think the issue Caroline has with Dabota is the typical storyline that happens in every season of the Real Housewives of Lagos, where somehow a housewife goes and then the next thing, other housewives are ganging up and cancelling that particular housewife. We saw that happen in season 1 with Laura. We saw it in season 2 with Faith, and I'm so proud of the ladies of this season that they are not falling into that narrative, especially Mariam, Sophia and Laura. Kudos that you are not playing us that script. As for Diadem, for me, Diadem loyalty is not really with the group, it's with Dabota, and she would necessarily not call out Dabota if Dabota is doing shit, like we saw at the beach house experience. But for the other ladies, I am very, very glad. I am so excited that they are not playing that cancel card narrative this year. Or maybe it's too soon to say because we never know what might happen in the next episode. And that's the thing with this set of ladies. For me, I feel like the game that Caroline was trying to play was to have the ladies gang up against Dabota after the whole beach experience, because make it make sense how you guys were very good and very cool before that experience, and now after that experience you are now bringing up issues that happened years ago. It didn't mash. Talking about what didn't mash, is Caroline getting upset at the fact that Dabota is throwing jabs at her during the Ghana trip, whereas you yourself, you have been throwing jabs all, in fact, right from when they entered the private jet to when they go to the lounge, she's been throwing jabs. So one thing that Dabota said, I just feel like this old beef with Dabota and Caroline, it didn't enter, and deep down I feel like Caroline knows that she's not in the right. Me, I'm not even a fan of Dabota, but it's so hard to stand Caroline in this fight. I feel like deep down she also knows that she's wrong, but that's the thing about these ladies, they never admit the accountability. Almost, except for a few of them, it's almost down to zero. Now, talking about people who have accountability down to zero is Dabota. I see, again, I'm not a fan of Dabota, because throughout this season Dabota has made it very hard for me to stand. First of all, let's start from the trip. See, me, I expected everybody to come with good vibes to the Ghana trip and all of that, but Dabota is flying up and down in the Ghana trip after everything that you did at your hosting. Some of us are more honorable than you should have, but jokes aside, I'm actually glad that the ladies were able to put their beefs aside and actually have a fun time. I think that was very matured of them, and I think it was very matured of Dabota as well to, sort of try to reach out, or at least that was what they told us. Because with Dabota, she's always trying to form this image of she doesn't care, but it's like she cares. She cares, because I really like that conversation that she had with Sophia. Even though she was still very defensive and tried to, not take accountability for what she did, I like the fact that Sophia was very matured in that conversation. And talking about conversation on reconciliation is the same conversation that Dabota has with Laura. For one, I was eagerly waiting for them to tell us exactly what happened between Dabota and Laura, because Laura has been one of the women with the most positive energy this season. So I just can't wrap my head around the fact that Dabota actually does not like Laura, and getting to hear the ladies sit and talk about, I really see that their own particular conversation. I love it. I love when two people don't like each other and they're very open and vocal about it. I love the way they express to each other that they actually do not like each other. I like the fact that they didn't sugarcoat it. I don't like you, you're not in my world. I'm in love. I love it. And at the end of the day, they were able to, sort of find a balance. You see, with both Dabota's conversation with Laura and Dabota's conversation with Sophia, I think Laura and Sophia were the matured ones. Because with Dabota, she's very defensive. She doesn't take accountability. And I think that she's always trying to stand on her point. But I do think that Dabota is a very sweet person. Honestly, I think deep down, beyond all of that, I think she's a very, very sweet person. Because after the whole conversation that she had with both ladies, you could see the positive energy, you could see the positive vibes that she had with the ladies. That's to show you that she's not exactly the kind of person that carries a dark energy around her all the time. It's just circumstances that don't play right. But again, I'm still gonna say I wish Dabota would be more relaxed around the ladies. I wish she would show herself more. I love how she and Sophia were having that little sister moment. It was kind of cute. It was showing us more of a relaxed Dabota, and I absolutely love it. I feel like if I get to watch Dabota more, I will fall in love with her more and more. But till then, fingers crossed. Now, to the absolute highlight of this episode for me is the Ghana trip. I told you people in the last review that I honestly am looking forward to these ladies having a nice time at this Ghana trip, and so far they have not disappointed me. See, Sophia Momodu needs to actually abandon. We are outside to host a class on hosting, because from the PJ to the party bus to the lounge, to the room picking, the intentionality. And it wasn't just that she picked the room and let the ladies, just settle in. No, she told them the reason why each of them was placed there is given. I'm intentional about this, and I really hope the other ladies are learning from this, because this is such a very beautiful experience. I'm so upset. I am very, very upset that the internet almost reduced this lady to a baby mama for us, because I think the best thing that happened on this season is that Sophie Momodi came on this season. I'm glad that she's using this platform to retell her story, to show herself to the world the way she is, her authentic self, and not what the society or the internet wants us to believe. Because my queens, that woman is a queen. Talking about queen is Laura. I don't know. Every time I speak about Laura and Mariam in this season, it's just positive vibes. Laura has shown the biggest character development in the Real Housewives of Lagos franchise so far. Like, every single time she comes on screen is always a breath of fresh air. I love her authenticity. I love the way she's so real and in tune with herself. I love the fact that she doesn't hold back, and I love the fact that she doesn't even meddle in unnecessary drama. She's just, like Sophie said, a cat on her own, unbothered, doesn't want to be disturbed. For Mariam, I just like the fact that Mariam is everybody's guy, and that's like my kind of person. She's neither here nor there. She's talking to you, she's talking to you, she's talking to you. Let's not forget the fact that it was Mariam that almost instigated the whole boat beach house fight. But aside of that, Mariam also has been a very positive vibe throughout the season. Another person that's been a positive vibe is Diadem. But you see, with Diadem, the little reservation I have with Diadem is that she's too loyal to Dabota, loyal to a fault, if I must say. And that's a good thing, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the fact that when she came to that nonsense scene where the fight happened, the first thing she was asking is, where's Dabs? Where's Dabs? Where's Dabs? He's screaming, I got your back, girl. He's screaming, we are together forever in this. But one thing I don't like is the fact that as the other ladies, Sophia, Laura, and Mariam are trying to be neutral in the group and not, form a caucus that sort of like cancels someone in the group. I wish that them would be more like that and not, necessarily take sides. I see that whenever Dabota has issues with any other lady in the group, that them is quick to take side with Dabota. And I mean, we saw it with the beach thing. But again, I think it's a friendship thing. But considering that they are now in a group of friends, I wish she would tone it down a bit. But I'm loving that friendship. I'm loving that 6 months between Dabota and Diadem. And I absolutely love the way Diadem has her back every single time. So far so good. Aquaba Ghana is going well. Like Sophie said, Abontain, we outside. You're gonna hear it. I can't wait to see more of what happens during the Ghana trip. It kind of seemed like Diadem and Caroline eventually had a face-off. I would love to see what that is all about, because if someone like Diadem that doesn't talk eventually has a face-off with somebody, you just know that they have used water to cut it out of your jar. And I can't wait to see what the other episodes have to offer. Until that time, Abontain, we outside. And show Max, please, that drama that you people, yeah, that's exactly what we subscribe for. Don't you ever try it again. Let us see the full thing. That's what we subscribe for. We subscribe for the drama. So let us see it. Alright guys, until the next time that I catch you on another interesting review of the Real Housewives of Lagos. Don't forget to catch up on all of the episodes. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to give it a comment so that more people can see it. And don't forget that my name remains Omotolani, and this is Tolani Unscripted. Until the next time I catch you.